And like something that like I realized, like a problem that I have with my writing is that I don't really have a writing style, but I should detail myself like that. But I've always had a way with words. I like wordplay. I've always liked slang. I've always liked that. But what made me start to make songs, was made me start writing music, was was a broken heart and a broken mind. You know, feeling that pain, feeling those emotions. Like I never made music for nobody. I made it for myself.
Love it.
And then one day I was asked by somebody, "Who do you make music for?" And at that point, I just felt like the whole world stopped, and I'm like, me. But it made me realize at that point there, I had to open myself up to start to still doing me, but being able to write music so that other people can listen to it and not just me. Because my catalog is my growth.
Yeah.
My catalog is my personal growth. It's my story. Is it's me as me, you know, and it doesn't get any
No, I
realer
love
than
what
that
you're
because
saying there.
it's
Every
all me. No one else recorded me. I recorded myself. We film ourselves, we record ourselves, we did all that. So if you don't like something, I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning. Every second I'm learning. Every single thing I drop, every new sound I make, every song I write, every rhyme pattern I try next, like I'm still learning everything. So that's the thing, is like right now, I'm year 3, and I feel the equivalent drive force of a person who's at year 8. I don't have that knowledge of year 8, but I have that drive
Yo,
of year
honestly,
3.
I don't even know how much I agree with you. I feel like you're on that year three grind and hustle. Year eight is a fascinating fucking place where drive is either you're at a level where you have drive or you're not in it no more. So I definitely think if you keep doing what you're doing and you keep doing this well, my guy, you're in for a great time. But you've done so many things right, right? Like, so I want to give you all the flowers here for a second. He made some bold claims. I keep trying to do shit different. Now, let me be clear. We just ran through a lot of ShhVelly's stuff. And he's not the first time that I bumped ShhVelly's stuff because that King Brown guy was supposed to come through. It didn't work out. ShhVelly's worked with him. The next people came through and were like Bamboo Twigs. ShhVelly's worked with him. Next one, ShhVelly's worked with him. You know, I mean, he's just everywhere. And and then you look at him and you're like, what the fuck does this guy sound like? Which is a great move, and I appreciate the move. I like it with the long hair and everything. Perfect. I love it.
I like this, you know, like my look. I love being underestimated, you know, like people look at me, I look a little dusty, I look a little off, like, okay, cool, you know, but here's the thing, like how you were saying, like for what you were just talking about before, I have a line for that. It's like, you may be first, but I'll be the one to last.
Mm. But
So
as I was listening to like the barrage of songs earlier, just back to back to back to back, of which of like if we want to talk about just number of music videos, this is interview number 77. You have one of the best runs of being able to consistently back to back to back to back to back play music videos.
that's something that I've always wanted to make sure from day one, is that I did not stop. Consistency is the number one thing. You can go hard for 3 years and then drop off the radar and have nothing. But if you don't monetize, you don't make anything off of that. You just had a really cool 3 year run. But if I'm doing my shit and I'm staying to it, I'm doing brick by brick by brick, step by step by step. And like that's the thing too, is like I'm trusting the process. I really am.
Woo!
And the exact definition of staying down till you come up. Like I trust the process because now, like I was saying, my awareness is there. Like I know myself. I really, really know what I'm feeling for this with what I'm doing. I know a lot of people are putting in a lot of work. Salute to all of them. A lot of people have different we're all at different levels. We all have a different pedigree. So for the dudes that are at that times 1,000 right now, that they're holding it down, you know, we need these people to be putting in that work so that the rest of us can catch up in our own element while still doing our own thing, you know. Everyone can eat the right way.
Yeah, that's a big one. I like what you're saying though. A lot of people need the awareness of the relative factors that everybody's on a different journey, and that while somebody may be in a position to do certain things, other people may be on their way there. And it's just a matter of when in time. Kind of like that story about musics and vibes and time. You're just at the place and time where you're at. But no, I like the fact that y'all move as a unit in a sense. Y'all work together, y'all talk together, y'all really live up to a bigger standard like that. And
It's so important. It
that
really
part where
it's so
you work with other people so cohesively is the biggest thing that made me pay more attention to you than other people I might pay attention to. Just on a, I'm gonna keep tabs on ShhVelly. Is your music like my go-to vibe? No, but I can tell you something. I was dancing and moving around a lot more than I was expecting to. I
I'm
realized
the beat. I'm picky and unique with the beat. A lot of people say I pick nice beats.
but it's
So
even your flow. Like you have sauce. You do a lot of things I don't do personally,
I
but like
well
you
that's it.
do a
I
lot of things
experiment a
well.
lot.
Like you said,
Experiment a lot.
hooks. You really
Yeah.
liked hooks. You're a hook guy, and I could hear it in the way that you make your songs. It's almost like you write rock music in this shit and then apply some sauce to it. It is a lot of how I feel in your structure and your delivery and
Oh,
your presence.